Welcome back to the Cheer Sis. Today we're going to teach you how to bake oatmeal cookies, and we're also going to teach you how to make a tropical milkshake. Now let's get started.
So to make a tropical milkshake, we need 1 banana and 1 apple and
Half a cup of kefir,
and
half of a cup of mango, and half of a cup of spinach.
first step, we're gonna quickly wash our fruits, and then we're gonna come back, get a
Cutting board,
and we're gonna
grab a knife,
and just we're gonna cut a tiny bit, and then we're gonna
peel the banana. Always remember to have your hair tied when you do cooking or baking, because we don't want any hair in your food.
And then when we finish
Peeling your banana,
you see like this tiny
brown,
thingy, we're gonna cut that off, and we're gonna put it to the rubbish bin, and then we're gonna cut the banana in circles. Like you don't want them to be really small or really fat.
You can make them a lot fatter because we're going to put it into a robot machine thing, which will make our milkshake.
And then when we finish cutting the bananas,
We will set it aside.
we're gonna put it on the side. Now we're gonna peel the banana.
Peel the apple.
And
We're going to throw it to the garbage bin after we're going to be done peeling it.
finish peeling the apple. You see like you have like this thing that you normally could take out by your fingers, but like in some apples it just stays like there and you cannot take it out. So we're just gonna cut it that we could take it out. Now we got it out, as you see, and we're gonna throw this to the garbage bin, and we're gonna cut the apple. So we're gonna cut it in half, and then we're gonna cut it again in half. And then we're gonna, you see like there's this thing, like there's seeds and like the dirty thing here. So we're gonna do exactly the same in triangle, or even you can just take it out like by doing it like tiny circle. And we're gonna do it with the other piece. And so we finished those. Now we need to finish the other side. So we're also going to cut it in half and take the seeds out. We finished that one. Now we're going to this tiny piece. And that's done for
The first step,
finish cutting
and peeling.
the fruits. We get a
Like the place where you're going to put your fruit and like your ingredients, so then you can like mix it and the milkshake is going to like be. So you're going to put it inside all your fruits. The bananas and apples. First.
So, when you finish adding the fruits in your thing where you're gonna mix all of your stuff and it's gonna make a shake, you're gonna add
half a cup of kefir.
Yeah. Into
the fruit.
Like that.
If you don't have kefir, you can just use milk. But we prefer to use soya milk or almond milk.
And then when we finish adding that, we also need to add
half a cup of water.
And we put it in. And now for our last
ingredient,
we put the mango and the spinach in.
There's one left.
So for the last step, we're gonna put the lid on top, and we're gonna put it on
top of our kitchen robot, and we're gonna mix it until it forms into a smooth smoothie or milkshake. Now we're gonna mix. We pour it into our cups.
And we're going to take a look. And that's how the smoothie is supposed to look.
It smells so nice. And now we're going to grab 2 cups. This will serve 2 people, as you can probably see, or 3 people. Yeah, 3 people it says here. So this will serve 3 people, and we're going to put it into 3 cups
so
now.
Now we're going to pour the milkshake in our cups.
We're only going to use 2 cups because that's going to be for me and my sister, but we're going to leave the other part, for later. Yeah, for our parents. And in a few seconds, we're going to taste it and tell you guys how it tastes.
Yeah.
So now me and my sister are going to taste the tropical milkshake or smoothie. It looks like this, and it's so yummy. So now we'll taste. Okay. This tastes so yum. And we didn't even add any sugar or honey. This is just pure fruits and kefir and water.
So now we're done
with the tropical milkshake, and now we will move on with making the oatmeal cookies. Let's get started making the oatmeal cookies. What we need for making the oatmeal cookies is a handful of cranberries, a handful of any nuts you like. We like to use pecan nuts, or you could use just like hazelnuts. We will also add 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. This is the one we use. And 1 cup of oatmeal. And 1/3 of a cup of water. We also need 2 tablespoons and a bowl. So the first step is to grab your nuts, a handful of nuts, and cut them on your cutting board. Oh yeah, and you also need a cutting board and a knife. If you need help with cutting, you can ask your parents, and I would prefer you guys to like have adult supervision while cutting with a knife. So just a little bit more. That's about a handful of nuts. put them back. And now we will cut them into until they're very small pieces. I like to use a big knife because it's easier for me.
That piece on the corner over there. So we're gonna put it.
Okay, so that's enough of cutting, and that's how your nuts should look. Now we will put our nuts into our bowl. Okay. Ooh. We put this to the side, and here we have our nuts. So the second step is to grab your cranberries. And we're gonna take a handful of cranberries and put it in the bowl. Me and my family like a lot of cranberries, so I will just add, because we just have a little bit left, so I'm just gonna add all of it. And that's the second step.
The third step is that we're gonna add 1 tablespoon.
2 tablespoons.
Yeah, 2 tablespoons.
Of
the peanut butter and
2 tablespoons
of the honey. So we're gonna just add 2 tablespoons.
So we use 1 tablespoon for the peanut butter and the other tablespoon for the honey. And 1 more.
So we're done with the peanut butter. Now we're gonna add the honey.
Here?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So that's 1
And a half.
Yeah. Oh, honey.
You can use the other tablespoon to help you. And half a tablespoon.
Yeah. And that's the end of the third step.
So the fourth step is to add 1/3 of a cup of water inside our bowl of ingredients. So sometimes there is too much water, so we're just gonna add a little bit of water first. I think that should be enough for now. And then my sister's gonna add a cup of oatmeal.
For the fifth step, we're gonna add a cup of oatmeal
Oatmeal
in the bowl.
with our ingredients. Yum, that looks so nice, guys. And we want all of them in there because they're super delicious.
That's super delicious oatmeal cookies.
Yeah.
And that's the end of step 5. That's how it's supposed to look for now. And now my sister's gonna mix
Now
it.
I will mix it with a spoon.
Until it forms like this dough. Yeah, until it just forms into dough. If it doesn't work with a spoon, you can just do it with your hands.
But we prefer it with a spoon.
Yeah, but after I'm gonna like mix this for a while, I'm gonna do it with my hands. So for now, I'm just gonna mix it with a spoon.
That looks delicious.
Yeah, you have the nuts, you have cranberries, you have
Peanut butter, honey, oatmeal, water in there. So now I will mix it with my hands. Oh wow, this feels so nice. And after this, we're gonna take an oven tray. We're gonna put baking paper on it And we're gonna make we're gonna form little balls out of this dough. And then we're gonna just leave it in the fridge for about 3 hours. But if you can leave it for longer, it'll be even better. Because then like all the peanut butter, honey, and water, and all the flavors just turn into one yummy cookie. I mean cookies.
They look so delicious.
Sometimes if you add too much honey, it might be like very sticky, and it might not like form the dough you want. So you want it to be like, it's not really soft, it's like kind of hard, not really. I don't really know how to explain the feeling of like, yeah. It feels kind of weird, but it feels nice in the same time, so. Okay, now I have finished mixing this, and now we will make balls and put the cookies on the oven tray and put it in the fridge. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab a tray or something just to put like the cookies on. We're gonna grab some scissors and some baking paper. So we're gonna put the baking paper on top of the tray.
Like that.
Yeah, and now we're gonna cut it. So after this, me and my sister are gonna make little balls and put it on the tray. So now me and my sister are gonna grab the tray with baking paper on top. We're also gonna grab our dough and we're gonna make little balls with our hands and we're gonna put them down here.
So let's get started.
So they should be about this big, and then you will squish them down on the tray. So you put it on the tray, and then you squish it down. You can always make them bigger, but this is the size we like to make them. We're gonna make also different sizes. We're gonna make a little bit bigger ones.
Oops, my one broke.
It's okay. Sometimes they might break, but you can just put them back together. Okay. Mine's gonna be over here. You can do this row or this row, and I can do this row.
I'm gonna do the top one.
Okay. We want all the cranberries inside our cookies. Okay. Now grab some dough.
I think I grabbed too much dough.
You can just make it like flatter. Ooh. It doesn't really matter if they're too close to each other because they're not gonna grow, they're just gonna stay the same size, and we're just gonna put in the fridge, so nothing is gonna change. But don't make them too close because they might stick to each other, and then we don't really want that. This one is breaking. Okay. I'll grab a little bit more. So now me and my sister is gonna speed up the video so the video won't be like half an hour because we don't want that. Okay? just saying, guys, this is easy for anyone to make. You don't need any like skills. It's just really easy to make, so you guys don't need any skills if you guys were just wondering.
Even if you make it wrong, it will still be yummy, I'm sure.
So you can store these cookies like in a box. Like leave it in the shade so they don't really like melt because of the, well, they won't melt, but like the honey might make them like fall apart. So leave them in the shade, and they last about for 1.5 weeks. So if you don't eat them in 1 week, you probably still have enough time. But if you see that there's like dirt starting to grow on them, then you can just eat them, like, yeah. Well, like, just try and eat them before 1.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Can you please move them around so there's space for another? Can you move them here? Ah, okay. Cranberries are falling out.
This one is going to be a baby one.
Oopsie.
That's so funny, guys. Look. I'm gonna make it like 10.
We would recommend to leave the cookies in the fridge from about 3 to 6 hours. But if you only like leave it for 3 hours, that's fine too. Me and my sister have finished putting the dough onto the tray, and now we will put it into the fridge for 3 to 6 hours. Hi guys, thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed watching it. And we will also have like another part of the video coming up where we're gonna make a short of us tasting the oatmeal cookies. Thank you for watching this, and make sure to smash that like button, write us comments on how your cookies tasted, and subscribe. Bye, see you soon.